Leo Fender, the man who electrified music, Part 1. Open. In 1950, a quiet radio repairman from Southern California did something that would change music forever. He wasn't a musician. He couldn't even play guitar. But Leo Fender built an instrument that would define rock and roll, country, blues, and nearly every popular music genre that followed. This is the story of how a self-taught tinkerer from Fullerton became one of the most influential figures in 20th century music. Act 1. The Unlikely Beginning. Clarence Leonidas Fender was born in 1909 in a barn near Anaheim, California. Young Leo was curious about everything, especially electronics. While other kids played outside, he took apart radios and household appliances to see how they worked. But Leo had a problem. Poor eyesight. This condition would ironically shape his future. Unable to participate in many physical activities, he dove deeper into the world of electronics and mechanics. By age 13, he had already built his first radio. After high school, Leo studied accounting, but his heart wasn't in balance sheets. He opened a radio repair shop in Fullerton in 1938, fixing radios and building PA systems. His shop, Fender Radio Service, became a gathering place for local musicians who needed their equipment repaired or amplified. This is where Leo's education really began. Musicians would come in complaining about their instruments: lap steel guitars that weren't loud enough, amplifiers that broke down, acoustic guitars that got drowned out in dance halls. Leo listened. And then he started building. Act 2. The Amplifier Years. In the early 1940s, Leo partnered with Clayton "Doc" Kaufman, a musician and inventor. Together, they started making electric lap steel guitars and small amplifiers under the name K&F Manufacturing. These weren't revolutionary, but they were reliable and affordable. When Kaufman left the partnership in 1946, Leo continued alone, renaming his company Fender Electric Instrument Company. He hired skilled craftsmen and began improving his designs. His amplifiers gained a reputation for being loud, clear, and nearly indestructible. But Leo was thinking bigger. The electric guitar market was dominated by expensive, hollow-body instruments made by established companies. These guitars fed back easily at high volumes and were difficult to manufacture consistently. Leo saw an opportunity. Act 3. The Revolution. In 1950, Leo Fender introduced the Esquire, soon refined and renamed the Broadcaster, and then, after a trademark dispute, the Telecaster. This was the first commercially successful solid-body electric guitar. The design was radical in its simplicity. A solid plank of ash wood, a bolt-on maple neck, 2 pickups. Simple electronics. It looked more like a piece of lumber than the elegant hollow-body guitars musicians were used to. Some called it the plank. Others mocked its utilitarian appearance. But it worked brilliantly. The solid body eliminated feedback. The bolt-on neck made repairs easy, revolutionary thinking from a repairman. The design could be manufactured efficiently, keeping costs down. And the sound, bright, cutting, and aggressive, could slice through any mix. Country musicians adopted it first. Then rockabilly players. Soon, the Telecaster was everywhere. Act 4. Perfection. Leo didn't stop. In 1954, he introduced the Stratocaster, refining everything he'd learned. The Strat featured a contoured body that was actually comfortable to hold, 3 pickups instead of 2, and a revolutionary tremolo system that allowed players to bend notes without breaking strings. The Stratocaster became the most copied guitar design in history. Buddy Holly played one. So did Jimi Hendrix, Eric Clapton, and countless others. It remains in production today, virtually unchanged. That same year, Leo introduced the Precision Bass, the first widely successful electric bass guitar. Before this, bassists hauled around massive upright basses. Leo's bass was portable, affordable, and could be heard clearly in any ensemble. It transformed rhythm sections forever. Closing. By the mid-1950s, Leo Fender had fundamentally changed popular music. But his story was far from over. Health problems, business pressures, and new challenges were just around the corner. What happened next would test everything Leo had built and prove that his innovations were just the beginning. End Part 1.